making this beautiful Hagwill Tsum soup. So let me just show you this fish broth. It's really quite lovely, and the finished product is something that all right, like I said, it's just a super simple recipe. I like simple recipes because they don't take long. Obviously, you need a pot, an onion, add some potatoes, celery, carrots. I may need to add a little spice, so I have some curry powder, pepper, salt, and these are the finer ingredients. This is what we call ulican grease, and this is what we call laas. And of course we have our fish broth. So all of this will need to cook first in the pot before we add the broth. The secret ingredient. So I normally don't add this to my Hagwill Tsum, but we have some leftover corn niblets from dinner the other night, and I really don't know how I'm going to use that up, and I certainly don't want it to go to waste, so that's going in the soup pot, and just going to add some flavor, additional flavor to the pot. So it's Hagwill Tsum, and you use what you have, and sometimes you don't have vegetables available or whatever. Like, don't let that deter you. You make yourself a beautiful. So Hagwill Tsum, that is a fish soup, simply put, but we would use it to utilize, you know, the meat left over on the backbone. We use it to utilize the flesh that's available in the head as well as the eyeballs, and we'd boil that up, and we'd stick whatever vegetables are available. Sometimes it's onions and potatoes only, but this is our home, so we have assortment of vegetables available to use. So be creative with it. There's no rules around Hagwill Tsum. Hagwill Tsum is just a fish soup, a salmon soup. So the salmon that we're using today is sockeye salmon, Oh, thank you. My dear assistant has provided a close-up. So that is the stock. And I'll show you how we did that. Boiled all those backbones in that pot. Now we're gonna take those backbones, remove the meat. I got my crew here. It's my nieces, my niece and her beautiful daughter. So I got my crew. You bet your boots. And oh yeah. So now I am just going to take this and dump it right directly into there. Oh, gee whiz. Oh, nice. And that's a soup stock for the indigenous flavor. And we call that Hagwill Tsum. This stock has just come out of the fridge not long ago, so it's still a bit jelly, which is alright. And if you notice, I haven't filled my pot right up. It's because I have to make sure there's room to accommodate this. So I'm going to start by just spooning that in, so I don't have a big clunk and big splash of hot water everywhere. Doesn't that look good? There we go. Oh yes. That's almost perfect. So looking grease is a traditional food item of ours, and it's not something that you're going to find in the grocery store. It's an acquired taste. It's not for everybody, and people have different uses for it. Some people will use it in their berries, mix it with their berries, and absolutely love it. I'm not one of those people. I like my berries the way I like my berries. But you know, don't let that deter you, because there's lots of oil in fish, and that fish oil really does add flavor and richness to this Hagwill Tsum. Try it. You don't want to bring this to a fast boil for fear of anything sticking to the bottom of the pot. The burn flavor really does not go well with it. Let's have a taste test. Yes, it's a clean spoon. Oh my goodness, that looking grease really added what was missing. So this Hagwill Tsum is about ready. I'm just waiting for a couple more my other kids to come. My daughter's gonna come for lunch. My son Denzel is out right now, and he'll be coming for lunch. And Lucas and Jude are here, and Jude has his friend here for an overnighter as well. So there's a few mouths to feed. Now, I didn't put the laas in there. And I think it's really going to add a whole other dimension to this soup. Laas is a seaweed that is harvested in the spring before the spring freshets. So it'll be our coast people will be looking at harvesting their laas right now. And so let me give you a close-up. Let me give you a close-up of this laas. This is dried and chopped. And that's what it looks like, and it's dehydrated right now, so when you drop it in the soup, it's going to expand, and it's going to give it a whole other look. I think this laas really adds beautiful texture to the soup. It's a contrast with the orange of the salmon color and the curry. Nutri-Salt. Hi, did you come to help? Yes, behind every good meal are dishes. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate the time you take out of your busy day to watch the videos, and I hope you enjoy them and find them helpful. You're not going to find ulit and grease or tlaas for your Hagwill Tsum in the grocery store, but don't let that deter you from trying this recipe. It's a delicious recipe and there's lots of fish oil in the fish. So on that, be good, be safe, and be kind.